This building holds just north of 80,000, and they have come out in very good numbers today at FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the San Francisco 49ers and the Washington football team.
Wishnowski to kick off for San Francisco.
The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone, and he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. Now let's check on the call. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. A gain of 6 there on first.
Brings up second down at the 25-yard line.
26 Mike, 26 Mike. Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense. 26 Mike, 26 Mike.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone. Hey, check Mike 21, Mike 21.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 7 yards to pick up there.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Hey, check Mike 21, Mike 21.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 42. It's a first down on a gain of 10. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
The pickup. It's 2nd and inches.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 22-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
I'm not sure if this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So second catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So if they can get him going in the passing game, it should open up his running game too. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. is caught. Touchdown, Washington. From 19 yards away. And Washington takes the ball down the field and scores on their opening drive. It's good, and Washington will take a 7-0 lead.
Washington 7, 49ers nothing.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
First carry for Raheem Mostert. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
The 49er.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Now this shot downfield on 2nd down is brought in. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Deron Payne, the big D tackle there to make the stop.
Gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and...
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Eluding the pressure. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. They were able to win last week despite him being sacked 4 times. They might need to tighten the reins a little bit, or this one may not end in another victory.
You're right about that. They can't count on just winning the game no matter what happens. They can't let the accumulation of hits and harassment in the pocket get to their quarterback. Got to stop that, give him clean lanes to throw the football in order to have a better chance to win again this week.
Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. That's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And some room for him there as he'll take this up to about the 15. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
49ers nothing.
8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Jones. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down, keep the sticks moving.
To throw now on 1st down. And he'll find Hall. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. 23 yards, the final tally.
Well, one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And that'll be complete to the running back, Gibson. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
Gibson. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 47-yard line.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. 4. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he's got an open man. It's Gronkowski. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. Now a first down carry by Jones. And he's going to get stopped up quickly.
The ball carrier.
Give him a yard down to the 43.
On the stop.
Well, it's hard to have vision as a runner and find a hole when there's nothing but defenders in your way. They stacked that one up really well. But give him credit. Instead of trying to bounce it out and turn it into a big play, which might have turned into a big loss, kind of just took his medicine there and took the 1 yard.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Gibson gets hit and he fumbles it. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
Behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 15. On play action, they'll throw. And looking for Kittle, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Monte Nicholson picks it. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20.
The 49ers.
Well, if you go by the numbers, you'll find as the temperature goes down, so does the passing efficiency. And now that we're in December, even the routine throws are going to be harder for the quarterbacks. And this one, it winds up getting picked off.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1.
6-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and
they'll run with Mostert. And across the goal line, into the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. Raheem Mostert with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying this thing up.
that ties
Gold with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown, so 7-7 to score as they begin 1st and 10. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Brought down at the 26.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds.
That's a nice throw out there to the flat, but they defended that pretty well. The hope is to go ahead and put it on him so he can turn and get upfield and gain additional yardage. There just wasn't anywhere to go on that play.
That's to his running back, complete. It's a gain of 5, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
It's 4th down.
They'll try and throw for it here. And this is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Niners take over in terrific field position. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. This is Mostert. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. He'll buy some time right. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Fake. He'll look to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Flushed out right. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. On 3rd down, here comes Mostert. And they're going to drop him well shy of the 1st as he can only make it to the 11. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half.
A 28-yard attempt.
And Gold is able to put it through. So we've reached halftime here. Charles has already thrown off his headset. He's out here. He says, it's Christmas Day. I'm going home. We're not done yet, though. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, it's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the 2nd half. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize, like going to the county fair. You don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and and 10 from the 25. Now Mostert. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Foreseeing completion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Third down, he'll drop to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And he gets it back into the end zone. It's a fumble recovery leading to a Washington touchdown.
Washington.
And a big turning point here in the second half, Charles, after that play.
All you're trying to do is change momentum, flip things around for your team. You're just trying to take the ball away. How about when you take it away and score? That really changes things.
And that makes it 14-10.
Is good. Makes this Washington 14, 49ers 10.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And that last possession, really a gut punch. You seemingly had it working. You were in the midst of a very strong drive. Then suddenly the fumble, and you're watching the back of a defender's jersey as he brings it all the way in the other direction.
There's not much more I can add to that. I thought you summarized it perfectly, partner. You just got to regroup and start putting another drive together. That's all you can do.
And the 49er first down.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for first and 10. Here's Mostert. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
Here we go on second and 12. His throw incomplete. Deebo Samuel was the intended receiver, and it'll bring up third down.
Well, the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
He'll look to throw. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. He'll get 17 on that one, and the Niners have a first down.
San Francisco.
They run out of the shotgun with Mostert. And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
They'll stay on the ground with Mostert. And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down?
Brings up third down.
So that'll back him up 5. And the delay of game penalty makes this much more difficult. 3rd and 8. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. Strong coverage by Washington. And now 4th down.
A 54-yard attempt.
And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Down here in the 3rd quarter, obviously that's one they could have used.
Yeah, and one of my favorite special teams coaches in the NFL told me what separates the kickers in the NFL versus the ones who are not is not the misses. It's the second miss in a row. Best kickers in the league, they don't miss 2 in a row. He's got to get his head back together in case he gets another shot.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A big run there, 29 yards and a first.
Outside handoff to the right side. If you're a running back, you love getting the ball early so you have vision to see what's happening in front of you.
Right tackle likes that call. Big play for him, but don't forget about the guys you always tell me on the backside sealing off.
Well, they talk about cutoff blocks, making sure no one can leak from the backside that can run a play down.
And nobody leaked. Big play. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
10 yards there. Good for a Washington 1st down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Gibson. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's another 10 yards on that one and another 1st down.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Ronald Jones hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season.
And Washington able to stretch that lead out even further.
Extra point right down the middle. And that makes it a 21-10 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
$13 yards remaining on 2nd down.
And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
That's going to be caught by Samuel. And down he'll go at the 25. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
They're going to try and throw. And able to haul it in is Kittle. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. Back now at FedEx Field. It's 49er football, but some ground to cover. They find themselves behind as we hit the 4th and final quarter. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His second catch in a row, 1st down.
49ers.
They hand it off to Mostert. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
He was brought down by Cole Holcomb. No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 44-yard line.
2nd and 10. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. A big play there. Touchdown number 15 on the year. And the 49ers are back within a score. All right, now what can the Niners do as they face a big 2-point conversion here? They get this out left, but he will not get in here. He's stopped up short of the goal line, and this will remain a 5-point game.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown.
Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
It's a gain of 34.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Back to the ground, this time with Jones. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
The pass.
Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost his bread and butter. It's a good running back dive play.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
Tight end's right. 3 down. 26 Mike. Pick me up. Here we go. 26 Mike. 26 Mike. Watch the run.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way, it worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
On first down, it's Jones. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
At the 22-yard line.
Hey, check Mike 21, Mike 21, check Mike 21. He can't hang. He's not going to get me.
So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back.
And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On second down, it's Gibson. Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown.
Antonio Gibson, his 9th touchdown of the season. And Washington going to add on to their lead.
Point after, right down the middle. And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage.
16.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Hey, check Mike 21, Mike 21, check Mike 21.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Rolling to his right. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Hey, check Mike 21.
Back to throw now on first down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11.
First down.
And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
We've seen that the deep ball has been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
From the gun, a run with Mostert.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 13 yards there and a Niner first. They'll roll him out right. Going to throw right side here, complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And the 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock.
So here's a first and 10 now down inside the 20.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw.
And they'll get this on the screen to Mostert.
The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a second and long.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
Bet you're going to tell me. Good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But an alert 49er able to gain possession, so they will indeed hold on to the pigskin. fortunate to get that football back because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
They'll look to throw again. That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. Now the Niners going to signal for their third and final timeout as he'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And Washington will have it on the turnover on downs.
Right there, 54, right there.
Washington about to close this one out as they are down to a knee. So a victory here for the Washington football team. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better. And that got it done in this one.
So for Washington, the